This thing was supposed to start. What's up? Why are you wet? Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody. Say what's up. Say what's up. Say how y'all doing. Say how's everybody doing out there. Yeah, 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 yeah. Live and direct, live on the set. That's how we like to start off our lives. Because we are live, we are alive. Thank God for that. This is right now. Right now, wherever you're at. This the time we on. Tell them. Tell them, cow dog. Cow dog. Tell them. And we are direct. We right here before you. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. We're not worried about anything. We're not nervous. We're not scared. We're not shook. We're not intimidated. We got a hey, that's my buddy right there. We got a very lovely show tonight. Before I get engaged in some family activity, let me say hi to my friend. Shout out to all the married moms out there. Shout out to all of the moms taking care of their husbands on ultimate duty. Men are not the easiest people on the planet Earth to deal with. That we know for sure. I'm a man. I can attest to that. I know that. Men can be quite difficult. I want to thank everybody for joining the live, everybody on YouTube, everybody on TikTok. I got my friends. Come. Whichever one of y'all gonna come. Come on. All right, you got here. Come here. Got some specially invited guests this afternoon. Hello, what's up? What's going on? How are you? Talking to the TikTok people. A cat. Do we like cats? Yeah, we actually do like cats. It's only me, I think. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You first in line. But we got definitely an interesting show this evening. This is in response. This is gonna be informative. This is gonna be educational. Can't have you kissing my lips. I appreciate the affection, but you can't kiss me. My lips are for my wife, okay? But when you enjoy life and you love life, that's what you get. You get a lot of love. And this is a very loving person right here, Doggy. This is one of my favorite ones right here. This is the superhero. I don't know if this is a male. What are you? Male. I love his mask, right? Don't you see that mask he's got on? I love that. That's super cool. Him right here, right? Cute guy. He's got his superhero mask like Batman and Robin right there covering his face. He's a very nice guy. We lost a couple, unfortunately. We lost two of them of the litter. One seemed to be either they got sick or natural causes, not sure. You know, it's rough for puppies to make it. And the other one was following the bad example of the older sister and got hit. But the rest are doing quite well with the dad and the mom and the rest of the family. You want to come back and say hi again? Come on, come closer. Thank you. This one right here, it's hard to say that dogs got a twin or kittens have a twin, but this one right here had one who looked just like him. And unfortunately, that one didn't make it. Say hi. You happy? Say what's up. Uh, 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 uh. Yes. Yeah. Go. Go. Anyway, so we've got a lovely show. They're here. Let them enjoy each other's company. Appreciate that. We got a lovely show this evening, and this is about what's going on, man. It's going to be about men. Yep, it's got puppies. We got some more. Where's the rest of you guys at? I don't know. If the rest pull up, I'll I'll show them so they can say hi to you guys. Y'all can say hi to them. Appreciate everybody for joining the live. I can't see your name. Who's that? Shira, Claudie, Lenora, Carlos, John. Appreciate all of you guys for stopping on by. Nevertheless, can you shout me out, please? I'll do anything. Godzilla King. Godzilla King of Channels. What's going on with you? Good to see all of you guys. All my good friends from yay. What's up, man? Godzilla King. We in here. All my people from YouTube. It's been a minute since I've been on YouTube. I got to get back on the grind. I've been slacking. Everybody on TikTok. YouTube is to my left. TikTok is to my right. We're going to get into a pretty interesting show tonight. You know, there's a lot of talk. Thank you, my man. You just made my day. I appreciate that. And I hope your day goes better from this point on, Godzilla King of Channels. Um, you know, there's a lot of talk against family. Who's this that you're looking at? Who am I? My name, I am affectionately known as KJ by those who love me, or Cast, right? By those who love me. So, one of the things I do in this space, which I find to be of the utmost importance, but I like for it to be a little bit more lighthearted as the days go on. Who's that? 6'7" God. Good to see you, 6'7". One of the things of which it is that I like to do is I like to promote families because we all come from families. Yes, we're all individuals, but there were people before us that brung us to this space and time. We didn't just get here on our own. Individuality is something we need to pay attention to. It is something that we should care about. However, we all come from a family. We were not just popping up, you know, at the back street somewhere. We all came here because we've had parents. All of us don't have the best parents in the world. That's a given, right? Can't get into all of that right now. All of us don't necessarily know both of our parents or even one of our parents, right? That happens. But all in all, we still got here. So if we got here, what did we get here for? And if the people before us didn't necessarily treat us the best, what do we have to say and do for the people who are after us? Are we going to treat them better, meaning our children? Are we going to treat them better than how we were treated if we feel and felt we weren't treated properly or the best from our family? Hopefully so, right? So again, we all come from some place. We did not just get here. Can you show the dog, please? They're laying down. Let's see who wants to come up. Let's see who's gonna come. Come on. They want to see you. Two of them got up. One of them laid down. Some of them have names. I think this one is Biggie. Yeah, this one should be Biggie right here. Biggie, say what's up to the people. Biggie has defied the odds and his life went through some difficult times, but he made it. That's Biggie right here. He made it. It was actually an animal that was gonna attack him, but I got the animal away from him, and he's here. So that's Biggie right there. Are you Biggie? No, I don't. I don't know, man. Anyway, yeah, that is Biggie. And this one right here. I don't know if he's got a name. Yeah, Notorious B.I.G. Exactly. So, like I was saying, we all come from somewhere. So we live in a world, especially in this political climate right now, after Donald Trump was elected president again after beating Kamala Harris in the race. There were many people, men and women, especially women, who felt that since Donald Trump won, now this is very stupid what they said, I'm just repeating it, but they said since Donald Trump won, that they were going to cut off men, right? Now, why was it stupid for the women who said that to say that? It was stupid for them to say that because for every woman who made that comment, there were millions of women who voted for Donald Trump. See, like, people try to give the impression that we're really divided down the line between men and women, but that's, in all actuality, that's not true, and that could never be true because we keep seeing people being born and we keep seeing relationships. Everyone is talking about relationships, and the number one relationship on the planet Earth is between a man and a woman. So people may say things to try to cause division or to take advantage of whatever division is there amongst men and women. But the bottom line is that women are still going to choose men and men are still going to choose women. They're going to figure it out. At some point in time, they're going to find a way to figure it out. People could say stuff about emotional intelligence and who's a leader and a man is not a natural leader and all of that stupidness. The bottom line is that they're going to figure it out. And you know why we're going to figure it out? It's not because we're the greatest thing since sliced bread. We're going to figure it out because there's something within us called survival that works within us. So even the nastiest person, the meanest person, what's like you cause even like the nastiest person, the meanest person, somehow, some way, you can see that that person ends up being married to someone, right? So they gonna end up in a relationship. So with that being said and done, there's a system working within us. There's a mechanism working within us. And human beings are not animals. We're creatures. We were created, but we're not bloodthirsty animals. So the way about how we go about with our relationships is with affection, is with love. That's how we act in our relationships. And when we feel that that is not present, we complain about it. Women will complain about it. Men will complain about it. They used to do a thing where you would take flowers. My flowers are too far away from me right now. But they used to do a thing where they would take flowers and the girl, she'd pluck each petal and be like, he loves me not. He loves me, he loves me not, right? So they're taking each petal off of that actual flower. And for each petal, that is going to determine which one it is. Does he love me and I should give this relationship a fighting chance? Or does he not love me and I should move on, right? So human beings have always been about love. You could let them tell you some stupidness about they didn't care about this and the patriarchy that and a woman was never like, that's all lies. And how do you know that that's all lies? That the people in modern day, whether it's the modern day woman telling lies or the modern day man telling lies, how do you know it's all lies the way of how they try to depict people of the past? Because people of the past spoke for themselves. They're love stories from the past. There's a love music from the past. Most of the music today does not reflect love. It does not reflect good health in a loving relationship. Most of the music today, whether it's rap music, whether it's R&B music, whether it's rock and roll, most of the music today is about heartache and pain and is about having love for no one other than yourself. And that reflects the time. When you have people on social media, what are they talking about? They're talking about themselves. They're not talking about how to love someone else and how to be loved. You'll have a lot of mothers who'll say, I teach my son how to treat a woman, how to talk to a woman. But you don't hear how to be spoken to. I teach my son what to accept, how to be spoken to. My good friend is on here. For those of you checking out on YouTube, my good friend author. I respect this lady right here. She's got a lot to say. She's a very informative person. And those are the type of people I like to keep company with. So I gave you a very kind introduction, my dear. How are you? You good?
I'm good. Stuck in Denver Airport, man.
That's the world's largest airport, ain't it?
Yeah. Uh,
I've never been out to Colorado.
yeah.
You sound like you're in the airport.
I had my first time. Yeah, I'm
Huh?
on the earpiece too.
Yeah. We getting into some things tonight for this evening before I move on. I got some family business to tend to. I appreciate you holding it down for a while last night.
I tried. She touched a nerve last night, so I had to jump down.
Oh, did she? I wasn't around. I had to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah. Was it amicable or was there was some words exchanged?
She she hit on how it um hit male babies, and I asked the question of how has she ever the child and had to bury one, and she said no, but she kind of bashed the male population, and I don't play that at all.
Yeah.
I never bash men.
Right.
I don't do those things.
Right.
And the direction that the station was going, like, oh, I don't argue.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Unfortunately, you breaking up a lot. I'm gonna try to. You breaking up a lot, author. I can't really
no,
hear you, but I get what you were saying. You
no,
were saying that she was bashing men, right?
that
Yeah. I mean, I can't. We can't really hear you. You want to try one more time? Try, try, try backing out and trying again.
connection in here is probably not that great.
Yeah, no, because I can't hear you at
The
all.
connection in here is probably not that
Well, I heard that.
here.
Try muting up for a moment. What's up, girl? Come here. Come here. Yeah. She got her thing. Anyway, we had a little brief technical difficulties. We got people on other sides of the country checking in, trying to see what's what, trying to talk, trying to see how things are going. Ladies and gentlemen, all access pass.
Is that better?
Yeah, it's significantly better. Ah, eh,
Yeah.
significantly better.
I had
Thank
to
you.
go out.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I had to go out again. That's what that was. I had
Yeah.
to go out, come back in. That's what that was.
Yeah. Well,
It's the airport.
yeah. Plus, I'm outside too, so. But it should work out. I can't stand flies. I wish it was perfectly nighttime. All I got is 6'7". So just so you know, also, I'm talking to people on YouTube as well. I just have dogs. I've got cats. Any other animal, they just so happen to be on the property. That's all it is. But the ones that I
Oh
feed
boy.
are dogs and cats. Um, but yeah, so you know what we getting into tonight? We getting to, now. I implore you to go back. Appreciate you, Rachel. I implore you to go back, author, and check out this beautiful series that I did on the seed, on who carries the seed. It's magnificent. It's absolutely magnificent. I want to get some of those,
Yes.
6-7. It's magnificent. My son recorded it. I did it, and I'm gonna get into it tonight because there's a lot of talk against family. So the talk about it is really going to be whatever to stop men and women from coming together. Which, if you're a scripturally inclined person, you would know that it's of the devil
You
to
know I
teach. And I know, but you would know that it's of the devil to tell people to abstain from marriage, right? To forbid marriage, I should say. So to speak that is of the devil. So Satan is speaking a lot through other people. So right now, some of the things that you keep hearing is about men are the fertilizer, women carry the seed, which is nonsense. And we're going to go into that. We're going to discuss that. And we're going to show how that is not only is it just wrong, it's idiotic, and it's not even how seed works. Now, if you are a respectful person and you embrace men and women for who they are, you would know that we both play a part in procreation. You can't have one without the other. So it really doesn't make any sense to try to put down one to lift up the other unless you're a person that's just of low value, right? So you seem to find an upgrade in downgrading someone else. But whatever it is you say about someone, that doesn't necessarily make it true. You could say anything. There's a lot of women who bash men on here, but guess what? They're active with the same men of who they're bashing. They're sleeping with the very same men of who they're bashing. They're having children with the very same men, and then they're saying, our mothers, our grandmothers, and our great grandmothers told us about these men. But you know what I hear when I hear that? And I'll take the headphones out. I hear that you didn't listen to them. So you don't listen to anyone. Because if for generations people were telling you to stay away from these guys and you were with them anyway, you didn't listen to them. So you're just a rebellious person. But the bottom line, you try to change your name. Yeah, you do need to wait. That's cool. I'm glad to see that. The bottom line, though, is men carry the seed. Seed is within the thing of which it comes from. I asked the young lady, I said, ma'am, can you tell me anything that if it is within a woman, if you remove it from a woman and you place it in another woman, then that in itself is going to trigger pregnancy? And she said yes, which is obviously the wrong answer. There isn't anything. Because if, let's say, there's a woman who struggles with fertility, which this is not a joke or this is not slandering or putting down a woman who does. If there's a woman or any person who struggles with fertility, but let's say a woman, and she goes through the medical procedure of getting the eggs from another woman, she still needs the seed from the man. You can't just say I'm gonna get eggs from another woman and now all of a sudden I'll become pregnant.
and on top of that, let me thing is, if she had to do it from another man, she actually had medically taken medicine. Her body does not reject it because there is a hidden sequence that her body will not accept those eggs from.
You breaking up, so I'm gonna say what you're saying.
So she
So you breaking up, author. So I'm gonna say what you're saying so people can hear. So what author is saying is that even if a woman goes through the procedure of trying to have a child, so she has a problem with fertilization and or with fertility, let me say that. So she goes and she gets the eggs from another woman. She has to be concerned with the fact that her body may reject the eggs because it's a foreign object. So because it's a foreign object to her body may reject it, right? So it is a very strenuous process. It's a very tedious process. And it is a serious process that women have to go through in order for this to happen. Now, this is how we know. I'm gonna take this
And she
brief.
has to take medication.
Correct. And she has to take medication.
She has
That's
to
the
take
author saying.
medication for her body to accept it.
That's right. She has to take medication for her body to accept it because this is not of her own body, right? Now, one of the things which we're going to point out real briefly, you can't hear naturally. How you say your name, Bradley? Is your name Bradley?
Yes.
How old are you, Bradley?
11.
Well, Bradley, I definitely appreciate you coming up, but you got to be over 18, okay? So I need you to watch and comment, okay? But I gotta take you down. Appreciate you, Bradley. Anyway, so one of the things of how we know that this is schematically set up to be against people is when you look at a fertility clinic, and I believe I've touched on this before, but when you look at a fertility clinic, the advertising of a fertility clinic, they're gonna show the man and the woman who want to have a child, but they're gonna show them getting support from the doctor, and they're gonna show them being all together. Also, I'm getting a lot of your background noise. As a matter of fact, I'm getting all of your background noise. But they're gonna show the two of them in the doctor's office, getting their consultation, speaking to this medical professional because they want to have a child. But that's when the two of them, for whatever reason, whether it's one or both, they're unable to have a child at this time within their relationship. That is nothing new. That is stuff that happened in the past. Because what happened in the past, people understood that a woman may not be in a position where she can bring forth children. It was known as being barren. Now they may say, well, the man has a low, I don't know if I could say sperm, but let's just go ahead and say it. The man has a low, let's just say seed count for now. Well, it's really not low because what are you talking about? Are you talking about 10,000 to 500? Because from 10,000 to 500 is a lot if you're talking about money, but it's not a lot when you're talking about um, sperm, semen, and the seed of a man because it only takes one, right? So if it only takes one, you don't need the 10,000, you don't need the 100 million, but that's something else. Bottom line is, in the advertisement for the fertility clinic, they're going to show the man and the woman together, talking to the doctor, because they understand that she cannot become pregnant by herself. But on the flip side of that, when it comes to ABs, the removal of the pregnancy, for those of you on YouTube, TikTok friendly language, they can't refer to the procedure necessarily, or so they say. So they say ABs, which is the termination of the pregnancy. But when it comes to the advertisement for the termination of the pregnancy, they'll just show the woman. Oh, 6'7" God. No, we just doing streaming on YouTube and we streaming on TikTok right now. All under the same name, Casted Crowns Inc. So in the AB advertisement, they're going to show you naturally, you're saying for me to mute up? You can't hear what I'm saying at all? Let me know if you can hear me. I know on YouTube they
They
can.
were talking about my end, but
Oh, okay, okay.
I'm on the. I guess you probably can hear me better now because I'm on the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I was actually gonna suggest that, but I got going.
Yeah, you probably hear me better now. I was on mine.
Right. So in the advertisement for the ABs or the terminating of the pregnancy, they're just going to show the woman alone. That is done to play on the psyche of the woman to make her feel that she's really all alone in this decision. But we have to ask ourselves, now we're not talking about criminal acts that may have taken place that led to this woman's pregnancy. She is a victim. So we're not talking about that. I appreciate you, 6'7". What we're talking about is healthy, productive, consensual actions amongst adults. But we need to ask ourselves, why is it that when it comes to fertility, if a woman wants to become pregnant, it's her and the father of that expecting child that are seeking consultation. But if she does not want to be pregnant and she's already pregnant, now they're going to just show her, right? So how is it that when two people didn't have something happen, they're struggling with something happening, it's both of them. But when one of them have it happen, now all of a sudden you remove the other one. That's why I said one of them. Because I use one of them in my language because that's what it is that they're doing.
Because it's a thing of choice.
Oh yeah.
It's a play on choice. It should be a choice for two people to voluntarily have, but it should be only her choice to terminate.
Right. Which
It's my body, my choice to terminate, but it's our choice to have. What's up, y'all?
Hellcat, what's going on, Hellcat? How are you? I'm sorry, Otha. How you doing, Hellcat?
And that's the way that they do it. Yo, bro, it's unfortunate that they do it. Before.
That's cool. But Hellcat, how old are you, bro?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I'm pretty young.
Yeah, unfortunately, you can't be on unless you're 18 or older.
Oh.
You know what I mean? So you're going to have to drop down or I'm going to have to drop you. Listen with an older cousin or brother or father or something, or your mom's, okay? Appreciate you, Hellcat. Tucker, I see you trying to get in here. Tucker, get in when you can. But you're right. So this is the thing. But that word choice is very selective. And this is the way of how spells worked in the past. Spells were just all a play on words. They didn't have the power to turn a man's foot into a frog's foot, you know? But it was a play on words because the way of how media works and the way of how this advertisement works, they're going to try to get a woman to believe now she has a choice, but didn't she have a choice prior to the actual pregnancy? Didn't she have a choice regarding the consensual act between her and the other man? My securities is doing their job. She had a choice then, but they're gonna try to. Hey,
can we battle?
what? Nah, we not battling right now unless it's about intellect. You got something on the conversation?
Well, I'll just join.
No, that's cool. What? Let me ask you a question. Are you familiar with? Hey, are you familiar with? Pardon me, y'all. Are you familiar with this concept that men are just fertilizer? Oh, he dropped. Hey, that's security. They're doing their job. Somebody's walking by the property. That's why they're doing that. Which I appreciate, but it couldn't have been a worse time. Let's bring some levity here. Come on. Somebody say hi to y'all. So I'm gonna use him as an example, right? He he is somebody who is here, and he is here because of a father and a mother. He could not have been here with just his father, and he could not have been here with just his mother. It took the actions of both. It took the biology of both, right? So because the reproductive system is both male and female, you need both. So if you're going to say my body, my choice, it has to be his father's body, his father's choice, and his would-be mother's body, his would-be mother's choice, right? Because if that's what you're talking about, having children or having puppies like him, he is someone who's a very nice guy. However, he's a nice guy because of the actions of both parents. Both of his parents are responsible for him being here, not one, right? So The reproductive system is both male and female. Now, to the overall point, and I'll say that again, the reproductive system is both male and female. Now, to the overall point, as far as the seed and men carrying the seed is within the fruit of which it comes from. The fruit in itself reproduces seed within itself. Case in point, an orange. If you open up an orange, you're going to find seeds within the orange. If I take the seed out of the orange and I plant the seed in soil, then I will get another orange, right? That's how it works. Yes, you'll get the tree, but you're going to get the other orange because the code of the orange is already within the orange. And that's how men were designed by God. So a man in himself, you don't need to do anything to that man. Once that boy is of the age and he's gone through that process in life, which we know as puberty, and he's transitioning from a boy to a man, he is now going to be able to reproduce seed within himself. Once you take that seed out of the man, and let's say it's from a loving, intimate act, and he leaves that seed within his loving wife, she will become pregnant. You can't do it in the opposite direction and take something from her and put it in him, you idiot. Because you have people who like to say men are fertilizer. Don't say that they're the seed. These are people who actually just hate God. And it's men and women who say that. They hate God, they hate the order of God, they hate themselves. Men are not fertilizer. Women are not even fertilizer. Because over the fact that women are way more than that. You don't need fertilizer to bring forth seed or life. You don't need fertilizer for that. Fertilizer is an enhancer. It boosts. It doesn't make. And it doesn't partake in that process. It can enhance the process. So if I was to take fertilizer and sprinkle it on the ground, I'm not going to get anything but fertilizer on top of the ground. But if I was to take the seed of an avocado, of tomatoes, of watermelon, of pumpkins, then there's going to be more of those things. But I have to put that seed in something else. So a woman's body is highly important when it comes to reproduction because over the fact that she has to house that seed and she has to then play a part in incubating and protecting that seed. That seed, by its magnificence of God Almighty, will go from a liquid to a solid. You can't explain that, but God can because He's the one responsible for that. I appreciate you for stopping by. Okay? Talk to you later. Bye-bye. No, I didn't kiss the dog. I don't kiss dogs. So, with that being said,
And I like the way you explained that because that was the discussion that we had last night.
yeah,
And it got to the point of where she was stating, "Oh, I believe it began." It, there's no way it was started off asexual. It took a. There is no way it could have started asexual, and we all have the same DNA strand. Everyone on this earth has the same strand of DNA. It's impossible. It took one man, one woman to create everyone.
right.
Everybody. It is a biological fact. It takes a man and a woman to create children. A biological fact. Now, yes, there are anomalies in biology. We know what caused those factors. but it was biologically perfect at first.
Right. And to your point, a lot of disruptions come about from man being some mad scientist, and he wants to pervert the process and thinks he's greater than God. He doesn't have any respect for God, and he wants to look at himself as he is God or he is a God when he's just a feeble man that can get sick and pass away. But somehow, some way, he thinks that he is the Almighty, right? So back to the actual fruit. That is why it is known as the fruit of the loins. The fruit of the loins, like the underwear company, Fruit of the Looms, the clothing company. Fruit of the Looms is a spin-off of Fruit of the Loins. The fruit of the loins is within the man. So a man plays a major significant part, but he only plays a part. If you hate men, you're going to want to discredit his part. But no, the way of how you're supposed to be a healthy individual is to embrace and love both men and women because they both have to play a part. What's within a man is already alive and it is animated. It is moving. It is already alive and it is animated. You can remove it from a man without that intimate act, and it has a life expectancy, a life span, because over the fact that that's how seed works. They are alive and they have the code within itself, but they are not self-sufficient when it comes to reproduction. Reproduction takes a man and a woman, a male and a female. That's why there's a reproductive system. There's a reproductive system of males. There's a reproductive system of females. You get zero reproduction until both male and female interact and intertwine with one another. That man has to leave behind the seed of that man within that woman. This is once again the reason over why that woman will then bring forth the seed of that man and then name that seed after that man. Because if I was to take a apple seed and plant it, I'm not going to get plums, dummy. I'm going to get more apples. So this is why the family name is also going back to the family tree. This is why the precious entity and being of the woman is to be highly valued, because she would come from her father's family tree, her father's lineage, her father's line, but she is no longer going to be of her father's line, and she is going to now continue the line of someone else, which is that man. That's the reason over why she would take on that man's name, because she is the entryway of life for that man's seed. There's nothing to downplay or to put down about a woman and her part to play in life. Life does not come from her, but life comes through her. Life comes ultimately from God. That is the reason why somebody who's fully healthy, they may want to have a child, and guess what? They don't. And that is the reason why some people do want to have children, they don't. And some people don't want to have children, and they do. That's why some people have a child, but the child doesn't come to term, so they miss the opportunity of placing that child in a carriage. So it is called a miscarriage, because the body itself has its own working, it has its own code, but life has to come from God. So the spirit itself has to come from God. The body without the spirit is not life. So therefore, you're going to have the body building within the other body. Thanos, I appreciate you, but you gotta go, bro. Holler at you later, okay?
All right.
That is the reason why you're going to have the body that may develop for a short period of time within the mother or the expecting mother, but it doesn't come to fruition because over the fact that there wasn't the spirit working for that, but flesh and the body is running its course. It's doing what it's designed to do. So even if that woman said, I'm going to go to sleep for the next 3 months, her body is already designed to work within itself. It's involuntary. She doesn't have to do anything but other than help it. She can hurt it, she can help it, but she is not physically going to say, I'm going to develop the leg here and I'm going to develop the hand here. She doesn't do that because this is life working within her and it works by a process. And if you are a person who submits yourself to God's will and you respect it, you know that life works on two, not one, but two. Life takes two things to work together to bring more life. Without those two, you will not get more life. You just have the life of what you've had already, right? So life works off of differences, not the same. That's why if you take two of the same thing, and you'll know what I'm referring to, you will not get a reproduction of life. But if you get a difference, if you get one different human being and another different human being, and they come together, then you can get life. But if you get the same human being with another kind of human being that's the same, you will not get life. All you would get is whatever lust they have for one another. You're not going to get life. Life comes from differences. Differences, too. And if you think about it, even within a family, we go through two stages. You go from being a son or a daughter, but we go from being sons and daughters, then we become fathers. But before you become the father and before you become the mother, you become the husband, you become the wife, hopefully. And this plays out with our children because our children are not just sons and daughters, they're also brothers and sisters. So again, you are seeing the way how life works. It operates off of two. So because it operates off of two, one can't put down two, and two can't put down one. So it is an idiotic, dumb, stupid, demonic lie to say that men are the fertilizer. Men are not the fertilizer. Men are the ones who carry the seed. And the seed is named after them. That's why your last name is known as your family name. And if by chance, let's say there's a woman and she has a child, and that child doesn't take on the name of the father, being the last name, let's say she gives the child her name, her family name. The name of what she gives still goes back to some man. That's not patriarchy, you jackasses. That's because over the fact that that very same woman, that mother, came from that man. So she's either going to give her last name, which was her father's last name, or even if it wasn't her father's last name and it's her mother's last name, it goes back to her father, being the now mother's grandfather. But he would have been a grandfather had it not been for the grandmother, right? So it takes both. You need both. Fertilizer is not needed. It enhances, it boosts. That's why when you go to a fertility clinic, they're not going to give you sperm, you donkey. They don't have manufactured sperm. They're going to give you medication. They're going to give you insight and education on how to increase your fertility. They're not going to duplicate or replicate what it is that comes from a man. And whatever it is they're going to do, they're still going to tell you the two of you have to do your part. Y'all must do your part in order for this to work. So they play the part of the fertilizer, if you wanted to call it that, because that's what it is that they're doing. I can't see you. You went away. I know you're trying to get up here. Let me see if I get you up. Parker, how old are you, Parker?
To call it that.
Huh?
Because that's what it is.
Parker, what's going on? Parker got stage fright. Appreciate you.
Oh, I'm still up here. I'm listening to you.
Oh, no, no,
I'm
no.
loving the way you-
I ain't say you. I said Parker. Parker came up, but then he dropped
Hey,
down.
she, how are you? I'm loving the way you're breaking it down. I know, because I always have this conversation with my dad, and he and I talk about how, regardless of the fact, you are always going to have your dad's last name, and the father is the carrier of the family name. You're always going to have, oh, that's cool, the father's name at the end of the day, and that's going to be the name. So
Yeah.
whether you're named after your father's last name or whether you have your mother's last name, you still have the name of a father.
That's right.
So you're still going to carry a father's last name,
Say hi. Say
a
hi.
father's name. Hi, handsome. How are you?
Look in here. Say hi to everybody.
So that lineage is going to carry
Go
on.
back inside, okay?
Regardless.
You gotta go to mama. You can't be on here. I want to take a picture. I'll take a picture here. Here, look. Go to mama.
And how that people
Go inside.
downgrade
Go,
that
go,
or they
go.
downplay that so much. Oh, I named my baby after me. No, you name your baby after your dad, and you're still carrying on the family last name
Correct.
of a male at the end of the day. It's still going to happen regardless.
Ask mommy to help me. Go tell, ask mommy to come out here. Right, and that's the point. And you see, the thing is that this whole concept, Bear, what's good with you, Bear? Bear, you too young, bro. I gotta drop you. Listen in, okay? And watch the videos, but I can't have you on the live, all right? Unless this is Mama Bear. This Mama Bear or Papa Bear? No answer. Gotta drop you. Right, that's the thing. I mean, it's really just hate. A lot of it is self-hate. And you gotta realize the actions of the devil. You know, you can't if I have a sister and somebody gives my sister a whole bunch of compliments and they give me a whole bunch of insults, you don't love my sister. You're just using divisive tactics. You're not, you don't care for her because I'm her brother. And you don't care for me, but you just, according to your plan, the best way is through her. So this is why we need to know how to stand on code and how to be unified and not be easily led astray and not be easily, excuse me, taken apart, because people are going to do that all the time. That's how division is caused. You get people to whisper in the ear of one. You locked it? Yes. But that's why I told you, tell mommy to come out here. Go ask mommy to come outside. Okay. All right, go ahead, baby boy, go. So people need to know that, but when you're just looking for a come up, you can't live life in a healthy manner just only doing things to want to throw it back in someone else's face. If that's the only way you feel comfortable or you feel confident as a person is by putting someone else down, then there's something wrong with you. And the people who you're trying to put down, they're not down, you're down, right? Because when you're down, you're going to go to grab whatever it is you can grab. But when you go to grab it, you're going to pull it down. Like if you're in water and you can't swim and somebody jumps in to save you and you're panicking, you're just starting to pull it down. Because in your mind, if they go down, I go up. And that's what people do on social media all the time. They do that in these spaces. And because they're not in a healthy space, they think if I put down my potential partner, then I'm above them, so they can't put me down. And a lot of people are so socially awkward and they're just so inept when it comes to the relations between a man and a woman. They're under the impression that if I speak about everyone else and I speak negative about them, then they're not going to notice the negative in me. So it's like a person standing in a room filled with people and they're like, look at all these ugly people in the room. They ugly, you ugly, you ugly, you ugly, you ugly. Because they feel that about themselves. So they're like, well, let me say this about them before they say something about me. Huh? What happened?
I told Mom to calm down.
Yeah, but I didn't say yell it through the door. Go inside and tell her. Go inside. Go tell her.
Daddy, which one door?
The front door.
The front door?
Yeah. Your brother's right there. I can hear him. Go tell him.
Yeah.
Go.
Now, can I get him with the phone?
No. She's going to give you one. That's why I want you to go tell her. So, that's what all of this stuff is based off of, right? All of this stuff, huh? Oh, okay, I appreciate you, she. All of this stuff is based off of insecurities. It has to fester in that negative space, that sore, right? There has to be some form of pain. There has to be some form of trauma. There has to be some form of being underappreciated or undervalued, right? You cooked, you underbooked, and you overlooked. And that's how you feel. So you just, every time you open your mouth in these spaces, that's all you're doing. That's all you're gonna say. You can't speak to health. You can't speak to love unless you're talking about a child. And you can't even share the experiences.
Dad, where can
Yes.
I put him?
Put him down where he was.
Dad, he was here.
All right. You can't speak to.
Daddy, I want to hold him. I want to take a picture.
Not on this though. Daddy's recording at the moment. Okay?
Can I take a picture on this one?
No, because I'm using it.
I want to take a picture of this
You can't use this one or that one.
one.
So you can't share what success looks like. And that's what a healthy person should be able to do. And success doesn't mean everlasting in this human experience. Success is achievement. And you have a period, a portion of time where you can say, these are the things of what it is that I was able to be successful, right? Whether that success lasts for 5 years, 10 years, 7 years, because we're living in a funky world where everything is off course. But you've been able to achieve it. So how did you achieve it? How did you get to that particular point when it comes to the relationship space when so many have not been able to achieve that? How did you achieve that? Share those skills with the rest of us. Go ahead, my good friend. You can take yourself off of mute. I am she. What's up?
Oh, hey. I said bring me up to the panel so my live light sparkles.
Got you.
So folks to come in, but I am driving. I don't want to get you BAN'd. So
Yeah,
I'll just listen and like the live. But as long as I'm on a panel, it'll show that I'm live.
I got you.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, we
But
discussed
everything's good. What's going on?
everything is lovely. Everything is lovely. We talking about the importance of men and women and what we play on this planet. And we talking
Yeah.
about the hatred the diabolical intentional hatred amongst one another, and how it didn't just come about by accident, you know. A lot of people feel a lot of ways because of Trump being in office, you know. So you did have
Yeah.
people who looked at that and said that that was an attack, if you will, against women, and they were going to rebel, and they were going to speak against, and they were going to try to separate themselves from men. And we see that playing out in the social space, where there's a lot of talk and language against moving forward, not even from past experiences, but just to simply say, we can't, you know. But here's a good friend of mine, a good friend of yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna put in my earpods. Maybe. Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Oh, okay, good. That probably is better because there's probably a lot of background. I could probably do this. Yeah, yeah. Trump and also Kevin Samuels. He started a lot of this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, when they did the Me Too movement, you know, there was people that were getting mad about it, and so he started a lot of this. People just kind of jumped on the bandwagon, you know. But like you said in that little clip, it's all a facade. These people aren't real people up here. Half the time, it's real. The real people go on camera like me and you. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's the one hiding behind the profiles that come up here trolling. It's just sad. It's sad.
Yeah.
Those are the ones that are getting abused. But so when they start to see people with positivity really succeeding and making it, who got the energy to put in, they'll swap it because eventually it's gonna unalive down to where
Right.
there's like nobody wants to listen to this no more.
Yeah.
What you think?
No, you're 100% right. They're always gonna pretend to do whatever it is. It's like when there's a hot new rapper out, you notice a lot of guys tries to change their aesthetic so they look like him. You know what I'm saying? So they'll do the same thing. Like when Method Man was the hottest guy out, there's a lot of guys looking like Method Man. When Mace was the hottest guy out, there's a lot of guys looking like Mace. When it was Tupac, when it was 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? When it was Lil Baby, it doesn't matter who it is, right? When it was T.I., whoever it is. So just like you're saying, when people start to say, oh, wait a minute, people are on a wholesome kick right now, because you know what happens? You get older. So even if you talking hatred amongst one another, you ain't gonna feel that way 3 years from now. Or that woman is gonna walk in your life, or that man is gonna walk in your life, and they're gonna light up your life. And you think you're gonna turn away a person like that over some views, or over a panel full of hateful, bitter, rotten, destitute, corroded individuals, emotionally we speaking. You ain't gonna do that. You gonna miss out on the greatest experience of your life for that.
Absolutely, you're blocking your blessings. I
Right.
was watching a live today. Single women hosting, giving these men opportunities to argue with them in energy, which is, something that I probably let go on too long too. But it was like you blocking your blessings because you giving these men a voice, and then you got good men out there that ain't even getting a chance to show up because they see toxicity. The real men, they leave in the room.
That's right. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. Or when they come into the room, because you're such an idiot, you don't even know how to differentiate. So you don't have the receptors to recognize positivity because you're so negative. But really and truly, the negative in you is supposed to attract to the positive in them. So you're supposed to be on some, damn, why they not like me? Why he not saying what I'm saying? Or why she not acting like me? What is it about her that I grew up this way and I'm like this, but she seems to be more reserved. She seems to be more cool. She seems to be more collective. What is it about her that she was able to navigate and be a better person than me as far as how she conducts herself in public? So they don't even know how to actually engage with people on any level, because the only way how they can operate is this utter turmoil, right? So everybody has to be this way in order for me to be right. So I can't be right if somebody shows up and they're nice, they're respectful, they're polite, and then I engage in them. So the only way I can be justified is if I treat him like dirt, even if he's trying to treat me with respect. I got to treat him like dirt because I'm saying they're all dirt. So I can't treat him with
Right.
respect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's to the point where you can't even have an intellectual conversation with the opposite sex because of the bitterness from what other people are spewing around the narrative
Mm-hmm.
that, if you would have more positive lives, you get to meet people that are genuinely that way in real life. Like, they're not putting on a front up here.
That's
Half
right.
these men, they up here talking about women, dogging women. Man, as soon as they get off live, they in their DMs. I know
That's
for a
right.
fact.
That's and I know you know for a fact.
I do.
I've witnessed
Talking
it.
about, nah, I was trolling. I was just
Yeah.
trolling. Yeah, no. I don't want nobody that is going to put a narrative up that all women are this way.
Yeah.
Or even, or all men are that way, So,
Yeah. I was just saying it last night because my brother was telling me about this guy and this dude been in this woman's DMs who he knows. Keep in mind, he's known her. He was saying, what did it say? I don't know what's going on yet. Oh, we basically talking about, leave me alone. We're talking about the hateful tactics that's used to either take advantage of or to cause division between men and women or amongst men and women. But this dude, he's been in this woman's DMs every single day. Guess for how long? Guess for how long?
how long?
No, I want you to guess. How long you think he's been in this woman's DMs? Without her responding, by the way.
Couple years?
You right.
Couple years?
You right. 18 months. 18 months. This dude has been in her DMs every single day. And keep in mind, like I said, he knows her. So they've known one another for decades. But when I was
Guess
talking,
what? She got to the place where she was running around and she realized ain't nothing out there. Did she respond?
to the point now, to our knowledge now, she ain't respond. But this is the thing though. And you see, you on it because, and this is what I was telling my brother, my older brother that is, this is what I was telling him yesterday. I was saying, see him, those creep tactics, the reason why he's doing that is because at some point in time he was successful at it. So he cracked the code.
Mm-hmm.
He cracked the code.
Yeah.
So that's what he's gonna do because for him that works, and he only preys on that sector of individuals, right? He's gonna look for the woman that's vulnerable. He's gonna look for the woman that's susceptible to, how would you say when you just keep doing something over? Now I don't even want to say persistence. I want to say like that, just onslaught, and then she's gonna be on some. All right, let me give this fool a chance and see what's going on.
Yeah.
What are you
That's
doing?
what it is.
Dad, I'm making it big for the baby.
But you shaking the table.
But Daddy, he's not gonna fall.
All right. Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. You know what I mean? Because I was saying one of the things I find the most detestable, I can't stand when men do it, is when men talk to a woman with children, meaning she's in the company of her children. Like she's at the mall and then he's hollering at her like that's who he's trying to riz. He's trying to riz this woman with her kids. Or a woman, even worse, a woman pushing a stroller. But the thing about it, I've even seen women respond to that. You can't get on because you took your shirt off. Watch it, man. I've seen women respond to that. She's pushing the stroller down the street. This dude starts hollering at her, and then she stops and gives him the day of time or the time of day. You know what I'm saying? You
Oh,
right.
hey, naturally, I didn't see you up there. I'm DRIVING. That's why I got my phone down. Yeah, yeah, they will. That's young-minded
Daddy,
women.
Yeah.
You know, those little girls.
Go get
They
your shirt.
they looking for a provider. That's why they, you know what I
okay.
mean? Because yeah,
Yeah.
you too desperate. Because
Right.
a grown woman standing
Daddy,
on her own, like she gonna have respect for herself. She with her kids. She gonna be like, "Bitch,
Yeah.
it's gonna be unattractive that you even step to me with my children with me. That's uncomfortable."
Exactly. Exactly. But that's how those guys make it. They make it off of that population. You know what I'm saying? There's always a certain individual
I dropped it.
that they
It's a
need.
tactic.
Exactly.
Did you get this?
They saying I'm gonna be okay with being a stepdad, even though they ain't.
They ain't gonna be no stepdad. They ain't gonna be no stepdad. They at most they'll be the next baby daddy. They're not gonna be an actual stepdad. So, but that they need certain, like they have certain requirements. You got what I'm saying? Like you ever seen them videos and it'd be like the dude is like, "Oh, your dad was in your life. I'm out of here." You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
Like he's gone because he knows he's not going to work. If that's what she has already set up and a staple in her life, he can't operate in that system.
True.
That system is going to be against him. It's going to be anti him, and he won't stand a chance.
Not only that, you don't know what kind of personality. He's gonna know what a man who's around his kids is supposed to be. You ain't gonna be able to have step on with a real man's kids.
Right. Right. Hey. He was fine. That's the problem. He's not gonna know how to conduct himself in that type of space and time. He's not gonna know how to go and, hey, excuse me, Mr. Jackson. Pleasure to meet you, and I just wanted to let you know that, I've known your daughter for some time, and I find her to be a very interesting young lady, and I would really like to get to know her better, and I would really appreciate your blessings in getting to know her better. He doesn't know how to engage in that type of space.
Mm-mm.
He don't. But it
No,
it ain't.
no,
Not only does he not know, he doesn't want to.
want to.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
saying?
Let's say,
He
yeah,
doesn't want
you don't
to.
even want them.
No, no. That's a threat to his MO. You know what I'm saying? A dad. Hell no. I'm out of here. You know what I'm
Yep,
saying?
exactly.
So
Because
that.
he's not gonna be able to take advantage of the woman the way he wants to.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna tell you, I had a
Did you?
friend. I had a friend, right? And she was a friend. We never messed around. We never did nothing like that. We never violated the trust of our friendship, nothing. But one night, me and her, we was hanging out, and we went back to her place, right? When we went back to her place, I'm in her apartment. And she's telling me her father's coming over. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I'm in the living room. She was in the kitchen doing whatever it was that she was doing. When her father came in the apartment, I got up to go and greet the man because I'm in the apartment with his daughter. You know that man ignored me?
Mm,
He ignored me. He was only there to ask
wow.
her for some money, and that was it.
Well,
And I'm thinking to
that
myself, what kind of a man, a father, would not want to talk or check out the man? I was like, damn. It was sad. And as a kid, I couldn't
yeah.
even
I mean,
bring
with
a
these,
friend in my house without my pops checking. My pops would check you at the
right,
door. If I
right.
brung you in the house, first of all, I would tell you, yo, when you go in the house, if my pops is in the living room, make sure you greet my pops, good evening, Mr. Such and such, right? Make sure you speak to my
Mm-hmm,
pops.
mm-hmm.
But even if by chance you don't go to my pops is coming to you. Who are you? Where you from? Who your
Right,
parents? What's up
right,
with you? How
right.
are you? How long you know my son? That's everything my dad did.
People don't have. They don't have that. They don't. You know, my daughter had a sleepover last week or 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
And the little girl, I ain't never met her. Ain't never met her mama. She just comes and drops her off at the front door. Don't even get out the car, introduce. I need to know where my kid, she's 12. I need to know where my kid's laying her head. I need to come in your house.
That's
Is it
right.
clean? You know what I mean?
That's right.
Didn't meet you, didn't get the phone number. So I already knew it's going to be a rough weekend. And it
Yeah.
was. And it was. Because those same behaviors, the lack of manners and things like that, the daughter exhibited. Not to
Right.
talk about no kid, because I don't do that, but you are what you teach.
That's right.
I
That's
mean,
right.
that's it.
That's right. And what you model, you know, your kids are gonna go
Yeah.
what you model for them. How you conduct yourself, they're gonna do that. There was a time
Oh,
I
wait,
worked.
hold on 1 second. Are you okay, honey? I'm so sorry. Are you okay? You sure? Okay, I'm sorry. Lord, I almost hit a kid on the butt.
You on forever mom time. I could just listening to you.
He tried to stop. Well, why are you riding so fast on the sidewalk, though?
Right.
That's my fault.
Can you ride a
Yeah,
bike
but
on the sidewalk out there?
yeah, it was my fault. I wasn't paying attention. I mean, I was pulling in my driveway and he was driving. My mind was somewhere else. I'm too busy on this live. I'm parked now.
Yeah.
He probably go tell his mama. Tell her come on over here then. Shoot.
Well, turn your camera off if his mama show up. Turn your camera on. My fault.
Oh, on? Yeah, don't worry. I got you.
If the
I got you.
if the mama show up.
Don't worry. Trust me, they know me around here. I'm the neighborhood snitch.
Oh yeah.
I be like, oh, what you doing? Y'all two fighting? What you fighting for? I'm like the old school mom. Where your mamas live? Let me go bring you to your mamas. Y'all out here fighting each other.
You were Sharon?
Hmm?
You were Sharon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But what time is it? Oh, it's 7. You know, my dick will be late.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was sharing. Cause you know when you're on the panel, it'll light up and say you're live. But you know, as with my lives, it takes forever. I don't know. I think that's why I made a new account. Naturally, I had to listen. I think I'm BANNED shadow ban BANNDED. Cause I'm in the rewards creator rewards program to keep getting violations left and right. So I don't even know how to take it off. So I had to make a new page.
Yeah, I didn't say sharing. I didn't say sharing. I said Sharon.
What'd you say?
Sharon. You know what a Sharon is? You don't know what a Sharon is?
I know what a Karen is.
Right.
Oh, is Sharon a BLK version?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm definitely a Sharon then. I'm a Shaniqua. I'm a Shaniqua.
That's what my wife is a Sharon. What?
Yeah, you gotta be.
She said you gotta be.
Yeah, because if you don't look out for these kids, they'll get themselves in trouble. Like they was doing that. What is it? Ding dong ditch with me.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And yeah, they was doing that. And I don't know, like they probably didn't know. They didn't know no better. They were just kids having fun. But especially where I live, these kids did it, and the guy came out with a pew pew.
Right.
Young kids, and tried to unalive them. Actually, he did unalive them.
You talking about by you?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And then there was another situation. Remember the little boy that he went to the wrong house to get his brother, and that guy killed him in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I walked right on over to the parents' house, each house.
Yeah.
And said, let them know that's very dangerous. Now I know kids will be kids, but this is a dangerous game, especially little BLK boys.
Yeah.
Okay. They ringing the doorbell and running. I mean, not just one time, repeatedly.
Right. Oh hell no. Where you at is more suburbia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I got all BLK. All my neighbors is from the motherland.
Motherland.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nah, I'm more rural, so you play that stupidness out here, it ain't gonna be nice at all. So they know not even to do that. It ain't gonna be nice at all. What you doing? Yeah, you. Oh, okay, thank you, baby. What about your brother? Your brother, he's behind you. Yeah, yeah. You don't play those games over here. You play those games over here. It's night, night. So,
Yeah,
so they know
yeah,
not to do that.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But yeah, you
Look,
know.
the mother just came. The mother just came to my house. Hold on, let me turn on my camera. And where she go? Oh, she just standing there in the front of my driveway with her kids looking.
And you still in the
Let me get
car?
out the. Yeah, let me get out the car, so she know. Hold on. You got something to say? Um, yeah, but I guess she figured out, you know what? She see my daughter and was like, oh, you know what? She a sister. Let me leave her alone.
All right.
And you don't want to come up over here, honey, child. Yeah, but that's her.
I live up
Um,
north. It's dangerous here as well. Yeah, leave me alone. It's dangerous up north.
where are you? Oh yeah,
That's
up
Lee who
north
said that.
for
Leave me
sure.
alone. I don't think y'all can hear me on my headphones.
No, we
No,
can't hear
we ain't hear
nothing
you,
naturally.
Dominique. Oh,
Couldn't
naturally.
hear anything, nothing. Yeah, what part of up north are you from? I'm from Boston.
Michigan.
Oh yeah, no, you can't play them games in Michigan.
Nah.
I've been in Detroit. No.
You got Detroit, you got Saginaw, you got Oxford, like she just said, Oxford.
Mm.
Michigan, remember Michigan, they was gonna kidnap the governor in Michigan. Yeah, they don't play them games. In Michigan, they don't play
Wow.
Pontiac. Yeah, Pontiac. That's where
Yeah.
Magic is from. No, it's Magic. No, Magic is from Lansing. Pontiac, where the Lions used to play at. But
Yeah, I
yeah,
heard of
nah,
Pontiac.
Michigan don't play because that's where Chrysler and all of them is from. Pontiac.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Michigan they don't
Yeah.
they don't play around.
Mm. You know where it's rough that my son was talking about it. Y'all ever heard of uh is it Arkansas? They say Arkansas is rough.
Yeah,
Little Rock. Mm-hmm.
yeah. Arkansas is on the unalivened list like capital forever.
Wow.
They
I never
always on
knew
there.
that.
Yeah, and the economy in Arkansas is the absolute worst. I was in Arkansas a lot last year. The economy in Arkansas is real bad. So that's always
Wow.
like an introduction, like,
Yeah,
hey, you poor, guess
absolutely.
what?
Yeah,
Go ahead
yeah,
and do that, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, Arkansas is
What
rough.
was the movie? The movie Belly. Where was homeboy? Remember he left and he went there. He had the in the end. Well, there's
Yeah.
another place.
Wasn't it
Um,
Arkansas?
was it Arkansas? I think it was.
Yeah, when
Yeah,
Method Man drove out there, right?
yeah.
No. It
Uh,
was Nebraska.
no, it wasn't
It was Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Yeah, yeah,
Nebraska. They
yeah.
said Nebraska too.
Yeah. When he was
They said Nebraska too. They get down. I
yeah,
say,
he was like, I'm just trying to
ooh,
see some bitches. When he was doing all
yeah.
of that. Yeah, yeah. That was Nebraska. They really had stores across from each other, the same kind. Yeah, that's terrible.
They
That's
burn.
that's terrible.
They really have stores across. The competition, huh?
Yeah, Bert is a
That
funny
means
dude.
it's cut THROAT. I'm trying to not say words that will, you know,
Yeah,
if you stop. But yeah, that lets you know the economy is getting bad when you got to move across the street from your competitor.
right. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, the Hughes. What are the Hughes? When you say Hughes, what are you talking about? Leave me alone. She said no, the Hughes.
No, the hues.
Hues of people as in skin? Like colors of
People.
people? Okay. I got you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but in Michigan, this is the layout in Michigan, and they're gonna attest to this. It's dispensary, auto body shop, abandoned building. Dispensary, auto body shop, abandoned building, dispensary, auto body shop, dispensary, auto body shop. Just like 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 in
Yeah,
Holyoke,
it's rough out there.
terrible,
Yeah.
terrible. And Holyoke is big on prescription. You know what?
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah, yeah. They're in Worcester and
oh yeah,
yeah, those yeah, yeah. And the other thing, the H.
mm-hmm,
Bad. The H real bad.
super
Real
bad,
bad.
super bad.
Yeah, and the F. And the F.
Yeah,
The F.
uh
It's going around unaliving people. Yeah, the F
huh.
too.
One time,
Yup.
one
Yup.
time, and then they get the
Yup. It's over.
right
Hmm.
there, and then that's it.
Yeah, at least they ain't. Well, I'm not gonna say at least they ain't. You don't really hear much about them bath salts no more.
Yeah. Yeah, that just crossed my mind the other day. I was laughing at it, but nevertheless, yeah, you're right. But it's out there.
Yeah,
They doing everything.
it is. Yeah, yeah. I mean, no cap though.
You got to.
My son used to do inhaling.
Mm.
I was like, "What you trying to kill your brain cells?" I mean, he don't know more when he was younger. I mean, cause you're gonna get whatever you can afford.
Right.
You go to the store, buy you the cleaner, the
Yeah.
computer, and great, great, great.
Yeah. Lisa in
Yeah,
Detroit, you got to
Detroit.
carry. You
Yeah,
better believe it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, out here in Texas too. I don't go nowhere without my friend.
Well, that's a rite of passage in Texas. Certain states, it just comes with the territory.
Yeah,
You got to just know.
yeah, yeah.
You
Mm-hmm.
know, if you in
Them red
Texas,
states.
yeah, you in Texas, you in North Carolina, you in
It's open
Florida,
carry.
New Orleans. That's right. You in Louisiana. You in that boot. You in that boot. You already know what time it is.
Yeah, Georgia too. Certain parts of the
Oh
Georgia,
yeah.
the South. Oh yeah, they walk around with it, even when it ain't legal. Like what you want to do? New
Yeah.
Orleans, that's where my husband's from. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
mm,
New Orleans.
New
New Orleans.
Orleans, bro. They get
Right.
they get busy out there. They
That's
don't play
right.
around either. And it's its own little world in New Orleans. It's like it's a different like you know they even have the different language, the Creole and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Bayou people.
Mm-hmm.
They definitely. I love the way they talk though. They definitely different. I love the way the Bayou people talk.
Yeah.
Baby,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
baby.
Yeah. The Geechees and all of them.
Yeah.
Naturally, what's that bridge when you taking I think it's when you taking I-10 and it goes up real high. It's like outside of Baton Rouge, and then it looks like it goes down like that. You know what bridge I'm talking about? Let me know. Put it in the chat if you know what bridge I'm talking about. Naturally.
Oh, it's an open carry in Michigan.
Yeah.
That's wow. It's gonna be that way anyway with him in the office. I mean, basically, it's gonna be we gonna be. I mean, I was driving today. Someone had a huge flag. I mean, it almost covered the whole car on the back of their
Yeah.
car, protesting, the immigration stuff or whatever. But
Yeah, that bridge. That's what I'm talking about naturally. Yeah, but that's the thing. I can't do that right now. Plus, where's your shirt, man? Where's your shirt, man? Where is your shirt?
I don't know.
Go get it. Go ask your sister for your shirt. You can't even say hi to the people because you don't have a shirt on.
Hi.
No, they can't see you.
hi, nephew.
They need to see you, but they can't see you without a shirt on. Can you go get your shirt, please? But yeah, I feel it should be that way anyway. The constitutional carry and stuff like that.
Yeah.
and things like that,
Yeah.
because those are all law-abiding citizens. Those aren't criminals. Criminals are
Right.
gonna do
Right.
criminal activity regardless. They don't care
Yeah.
about the law.
They got him. They got him anyway. So you got to get him to protect yourself.
Right.
Cause
This,
you ain't gonna stop them from getting him.
right. Because if you enforce the law, you got them. Why, if I abide by the law, wouldn't I have them?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Baby, I lived in the suburbs out here. It was real, it wasn't diverse at all. And that was around the time that Trump was running. He was in presidency. Well, he had just got in. And the kids was outside playing.
First time.
And yeah, first time.
Mm-hmm.
We was outside, in the front yard. I used to work out there. A truck, that big old pickup truck pulled up with some youngins, some young kids with the Confederate flag and stuff.
Yeah.
And they just started laughing. They was playing that what's that Purge movie?
Oh
music?
yeah.
Yeah. I went there next week and got my friend. I was like, oh yeah, no, we ain't playing around. The whole house with all of us in the whole house who could got one. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's some cray people out there.
Yeah.
It's only gonna get worse.
That's a whole fact. Yeah, no, my house is a whole armory, so yeah, we don't play around like that. Even my days in Massachusetts, I made sure that I was heavy in Massachusetts. I wasn't playing around out there neither. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's wild out there too.
Mm-hmm.
They just think it's the wherever you go, it's the mentality. The mentality is what it's like TikTok. The mentality of some of these lives, you just be like, man, what? Do y'all have a mind of your own? Because it's like naturally said it. It's like an echo chamber. It's like y'all saying the same stuff over and over and over again. You ain't getting nowhere with it at all.
No.
You ain't helping nobody. You only hurting people. Like, why are you wasting your time? You could be doing something so productive.
Right. Well, I mean, they could, but can they really, truly? That's
really,
the thing.
can they? Right, that's the truth.
Do you have that ability? Is it? We gotta keep you like. I was having a conversation with my son one time, and he was telling me, a lot of people is really messed up out here, and I was kind of like, I don't know, call it naive or whatever. But when I was the type of person that if I heard something like a bad story about a person, like if somebody accused somebody of something, I was like, nah, that ain't true. Like they ain't do that. I used to really think like that, and I'm not even talking about that long ago. And then he told me he was like, nah, you got a lot of that going on. So I realized a lot of people just don't have the ability. They just don't have
it. Yeah, they don't. Aunt Mo, what up, buddy?
They just don't. They don't know. Too many of them don't want it because with that comes responsibility, and they don't want that responsibility. But a lot of people just don't know. They don't exercise it.
It's easier to do. It's easier to do the wrong thing. It's harder to live your life right. With the rewards from doing the things right.
Whole fact.
But at some point, you gotta grow up.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta grow up.
That's why they don't even want to know. I've asked people, "What are you afraid that I'm gonna say?" That you responded like that. But it's if you say something, then that's gonna prompt a change. You know what I mean? You're gonna trigger responsibility, so they can't just leave it alone. Everything is cool, and who that?
Hey Keisha.
That's my light skin Keisha. That's my light skin Keish.
Light skin Keisha.
I dated a light skin Keisha.
Did you, Kiki? Do you love me?
It was a dark skin Keisha.
So you never ever be from beside me. Cause I want no, let me stop.
I know you know all them verses.
She do.
You know that's my theme song.
She do.
Now what? Now this little boy done brought his I know, now he done brought his sister over here. Little boy, go on somewhere.
Again?
What we talking about, y'all? We talking about kids trying to be grown? Is that what we talking about?
No, I almost hit a kid on a bike. He done brought his mama. And she done turned around. Now he with his sister. Well, I couldn't see he was on a bike because he was so low. He was on a girl's bike. But it was my fault. I wasn't paying attention.
Now, did the fact that he was on a girl's bike, would that have mattered, ma'am?
No, it didn't really matter.
I thought she was talking to the mom when she said that.
She was.
No, it didn't matter. It was me not paying attention.
Trying to front that lady, talking about I didn't see him because he was on a girl's bike. If he was on a boy's bike, maybe I would have saw him better.
All right.
Probably.
Yeah.
That's my excuse, okay? I'm just very thankful. Well, he was going faster than what I was anticipating. I thought I was gonna have time to turn in the driveway, but he was booking it.
He was trying to race you.
Yeah, he was going too fast.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, okay, y'all can't hear me with my headphones on. It's loud around here. But I would have been like, what is he doing outside without an adult anyway riding his bike?
Sure enough, he
while he was riding his bike.
Baby, they don't be watching their kids. He looked about 7 or 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, where was you while he outside riding his bike? You supposed to be with him.
Stop it, Mr. Humble. Stop it, Mr. Humble. Don't even start, Mr. Humble.
What you mean don't start? He can't send you no flowers?
I need flowers in real life. I need my flowers when I'm doing the right thing. I can't get them when I'm being a friend.
Lot of mercy. Lot of mercy. Humble, I tried, bro. I tried.
I didn't know y'all was friends.
Who, me and Humble?
Yeah.
Me and Humble hella cool. I'm a man of the people. I don't like that. Take that back.
Mr. Humble.
Hey, listen.
Come
You
Humble.
better take that
Come
back.
on, Mr. Humble.
Wait, but how you think I met Humble? Yeah, I know. She hit me with how you think I met him.
No,
In my life.
All right. Right. But you don't know I'm a man of the people?
No, I don't like that because when they not around doing what they supposed to do, and then they trying to come out there and check you, they supposed to be with them little boy.
I wish she would, baby. I wish she would go.
They supposed to be outside with her.
She stood at the bottom of the driveway. She looked. My daughter came out, was talking to me through the window. My face over at her. They know this house. They know Cray Cray. And then she looked for a minute, and then she went on about her merry way. That was her best bet.
Okay, because I'm Cray Cray 2.0.
When you come to my house, oh yeah, now you done stepped on their territory here.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't be the first.
All right, Humble, she beckoned you, so the floor is yours, sir.
I ain't mad at Humble.
What's up, everybody? How y'all feeling?
Hey, Mr. Humble.
What's up, Quay? How you feeling? What's up, bro?
Cool, bro. How you?
Nothing, chilling, just doing a little homework, having a little difficult, but doing some homework.
I hear that. Hit the books, bro. Hit the books.
Yeah,
What are you studying?
IT, trying to do cybersecurity and coding.
Oh, we can't help you.
Hey, listen. I need all the help I can get with this.
I got to connect for you. I got somebody I can connect you with in that department.
Chat GPT.
Nah, freak no.
Yeah, I got my professors. I can, reach out to them. But it ain't even that. I'm just looking for something. What I did is I did an assignment, but I forgot to rename it. So I'm trying to find it and just going into everyone until I actually find it. But I think I saved. I didn't highlight it, and I think I saved a blank screen. So that's why I can't.
Well, that wasn't very humble of you, Mr. Humble.
So I'll probably have to do the assignment again. What was your topic? IMC, what up? What up? Ed, what up? How y'all feeling?
Good. And Emma, why does it say that I'm not following you? Oh, probably when I was unfollowing everybody. I accidentally unfollowed you. I just followed you back, in case you're wondering. I don't know what. I'm trying to delete people.
Hey, watch this, bro. Did you follow me back?
Lot of mercy. Hey.
Oh, wait, let me tap my screen since nobody said it.
Hey,
Tap
D,
the
did
live.
you
Yeah.
follow me back, Denise? IMC?
Nope.
Damn, I can't even send. Hold on. My bad, I ain't gonna send that to you, bro.
You ain't
Yeah.
following me.
I am following.
There we go.
I'm
It's
following.
totally fine. I'm not interested
You-
in anybody
can you-
following me.
Can you put me in the box above Aunt Mo?
How I do that? Tell me how I do that.
I don't know. I don't think you can, but
Hold on, yo, what? You don't want to be next to me? Hey, yo, bro, you know what you did.
What's going on right now?
IMC, you ain't got no love for Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg?
Right.
Snoop Dogg.
That's what y'all call yourself, Dr. Dre and Snoop?
Nah, like when they had back in the day when they had that little West Coast East Coast thing going on, that's what Snoop said to them.
Oh yeah. I remember.
Yeah.
On at the Source Awards.
Yeah.
Y'all don't got no love for the West Coast?
Yeah.
They don't love us.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that because y'all know I'm from California, so I'm West Coast
That's
all the
right.
way.
That's right. The
I
best
actually
side.
try to follow you back. I can't follow you back. I think you got me blocked. I think you still mad at me.
Who you talking to?
You. I think I can't follow you because you got me blocked. I think you're still mad at me.
Why does it say? Does it say why you can't follow me? Did an error come up?
No, it just says it says follow. I push follow. It says your settings. I guess because your page is private.
So
How was everybody's Monday?
Great. Everybody's money is great.
Did anybody win the lottery?
I wouldn't tell you if I did. Not on TikTok. I would hire you. I would hire you if I did. If you get it, listen. If you get a private message from me, that means I won.
I got the tap. It's the tap. Unless you're gonna, I can do your thing and then you tap it. Yeah, put it on my thing and then I'll tap it. Okay.
Whoa, what's going on right now?
Okay.
You got transactions going on in the background?
No, I muted myself because you know my family, they don't have no respect. They don't give a damn.
Family. You hear that? Family. I need to get some lights out here. Family. That's what they call it now? I know they call it now. I know that's what they call it.
Shot.
Yeah, they
Send it to my phone, then he can come back and go.
okay.
Did you do a topic today, bro?
Yeah, so the topic was, which was earlier, we kind of got through it already, but the topic earlier was about seed. Does man carry the seed? That's what it was. The conversation was in the beginning of all of this. Because, there's a lot of talk that men are fertilizers, and stuff like that. So that's what it was.
Y'all are fertilizer.
Oh, go ahead. Let me hear you. Miss Botanist. Go ahead. Break it down.
Okay, let me break it down.
Hold on. Let me sip some more wine. Let me sip some more wine.
Let me have let me take a sip of my Hennessy as well. You're right. Let's all get together.
And Keisha, let me let you know, I do this for real. So go ahead.
Yeah.
But I want to be gentle with you because I want our friendship to continue. So go ahead.
Okay. Y'all heard that on record?
They're dying.
All right, so do I feel like men are fertilizers? I mean, you guys play a small part in life creation. Yes, you do.
Small part.
I'm done.
That's it. That's it. You can't be for real.
He sat back and was ready. I mean, what is it that you guys like? Do you guys feel like you're like 50-50 in it, or how does that work? Like, what? I mean, you guys play. Like, here's the thing. This is how I feel. Fathers are super important. You guys matter, but we do like most of the work, and beforehand. You know, before the baby gets here, yes, the women do most of the work. We do most of the work. We do. You don't think so?
You telling me you a 2-pump chump? That's all you got?
Look at this fool.
Yeah, I see that. You a 2-pump chump? That's all you got?
Look at this fool. Look at her.
I see her.
Trying to get people to stay alive. Hi, Dime.
Her crazy ass. That shit is funny. I want to learn how to do that too.
Yeah, it's a lot of stuff I gotta learn.
But no, like I mean, do you men, like, how do you men feel? Do you guys feel like you guys put in a lot of work pre-birth? Like, do you guys feel like it's a 50-50 thing?
So all right, so let me get surgical with it, right? Let me take my tools out and let me let you know how we gonna do this. Is how Cass does it. And Humble has been privy to experience some of the precision cuts that I provide, right? So I'm about to get into it.
I can barely hear you, Cass.
Okay, go ahead, Cass.
Y'all hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. I was saying Humble has been privy to some of the surgical precision and the techniques that I display. And I'm going to display them right now.
Can't hear you.
You can't hear me? What's going on right now?
Can't hear you.
Yeah, you sound.
Everybody got to. I can hear you. Everybody probably got to mute up.
Yeah, y'all probably need to mute up. It's probably too many lines crossing in. So mute up, and when you feel the need, step in. You know, we all friendly. We have an adult conversation, right? We're not having a debate. This is a conversation. Okay. So men carry the seed. That's a whole fact. That's a whole fact. It's not what we think. It's not what we prefer. It's not what we want, unless we do want it. But nevertheless, they do. Women are not fertilizer. That's actually a disrespect. And men are not fertilizer. Fertilizer enhances, it boosts. Fertilizer does not play a part in reproduction as a necessity. It can only enhance. Women play a part in reproduction because there's a female reproductive system and there's a male reproductive system. The way of how seed works, seed already generates or regenerates within the fruit of which it comes from. So for example, if I open up an orange, the seeds are already there. If I was to take a man and I was to perform an incision on that man, the seed is already there. Fertilizer, you cannot put fertilizer in soil and get anything. But you must take seed and put it in soil to then get something. Whatever it is that you get of that seed is named after that seed. So if I was to take avocado seed, pumpkin seed, apple seed, orange seed, and I was to plant it, I'm going to get another apple. Now, if I'm going to get another pumpkin, it don't matter. But if I plant it, let's say in Japan, where the climate is different than, let's say, New York City, it's going to look different. It may even potentially taste different. But all in all, it's still of that same seed. That's why it's known as the family tree. That's why it's known as the fruit of the loins, because men bear the seed. The reproductive system is both male and female. They can't operate independently. They can only operate collaboratively. So we need both. But a woman can't take anything from her body and place it in another woman, and then that generates pregnancy. But a man can take something from his body and insert it into another woman's body or into a woman's body, and that is going to then prompt pregnancy because that's what seed does. So it's not a knock. You have to embrace both parts. The seed is nothing without the fertile grounds to plant it in. You just got a bag of seeds. You just got dry sunflower seeds. Go ahead.
Who made you a scientist? No, I'm just kidding. No, I mean, okay, I will concede you might be right a little bit. A little bit. I mean, a lot of it. Okay, I'll give you that. However, girls still rule the world. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, girls are awesome. I love girls. I have girls myself. I'm raising girls. I love women. I love girls. Girls are dope. But it don't
How
got
many
nothing to
girls
do
do
with
you
that.
have?
I got a lot of girls.
How many?
Don't get me to start talking the numbers, because when I talk numbers here and I start getting specific,
I want
then
to
they
see
be
if
like,
you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. How many girls you
I
got?
do deserve a Nobel Peace Prize. I deserve a lot of prizes.
How many girls you got?
You want me to call them out here?
How many girls you got?
I said, when I get down to specifics, you know what my kids say to me? Why you ain't make mention of me? Why you ain't talk about this? So if I talk about the girls, then I'm gonna have to talk about the boys. If I talk about specifics, then they gonna
How
say
many
to me,
kids do you have
Dad, when you
altogether?
gonna say this? I done said it already. It's on record.
How many?
It's on record. You gotta
I
check the
don't.
files.
I'm dyslexic.
You gotta
I
check
think
the
it's
files.
9.
Man.
Okay. So you deserve a Nobel Peace Prize.
Now I think it's 9.
You
So
did
I
any because
deserve my
my
prize.
sister has 5 girls, and I have 2 girls. I have 2 girls, 2 boys. I couldn't do another girl. Flat out, I would lose my mind. I couldn't do another girl. 2 girls is good enough for me. I'm good with that.
Yeah. No,
What
girls are
y'all
super
think?
dope.
Who else got girls? Multiple girls.
I got 3 girls.
Woo! Yeah.
But my son is more active than the girls, but with girls you still they're more maintenance.
Yeah, that emotional
You
piece.
gotta
Watch
comb
their
their hair,
emotions.
you gotta buy bows, they want
Yeah.
to dance, you gotta buy all that stuff.
Yeah.
Little boys, I don't think little boys are less maintenance, but
Right.
they are probably more active.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Nah, boys ask for a lot though. Girls ask for a lot, but boys do. My daughters ask me for stuff all the time. Like any little thing that happens in their life, they asking me for something.
Yeah. I feel like girls, you can buy their stuff everywhere. Boys' stuff is just more expensive.
That's true. That's definitely true. That's
Yeah, 'cause
it.
they don't make a lot of boy stuff.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's definitely true. As a matter of fact, girl stuff
It's
is,
like
is inexpensive
I
and
mean,
all
it's just
that.
like they don't make a lot of men stuff. They act like we don't shop.
Right. It's rough out here. It's hard out here for us good men.
You know it's hard out here for a pimp
You know what I
when
mean?
you're trying to get this money for the rent.